Hey guys, I have no clue what happened, but the entire stream thing fucked up. Uh Going live on YouTube. Just went haywire. And I have no clue or explanation why it did. I just know that it did. I have to make the post again. Alright guys, I finally was able to join the server. Again, I apologize for the mistake, or at least what I thought was a mistake. All right, guys. Again, I do apologize if that sucked. It sucked for me too. Um, so I think if I actually, yeah, there you go. There's my game. We're going to be switching out of this thing here in a quick second. Just trying to fix something. Dumgra! Good luck at DayZ. Don't ever die. I live forever. I missed something sucky. Sorry, bad timing. My message. Oh, yeah, you're fine. You're fine. Um, it was just a problem I had. That's all. All right, I think I'm now ready to start, guys. Hopefully. All right, let's go ahead and switch. Now, come on, camera. Work for me, camera. Work for me. There we go. I am going to be switching, and I will not have my camera enabled because I want to have some fun and possibly be able to use this footage for later. So yeah, there will be no cam in the big area, but when I switch back to this, you guys should be able to see it. Also, I don't think my live chat will appear on screen. Again, that's mainly because I want to make sure that, yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. All right, guys. So, standard official procedure. We have an Apple glow stick. Now I had to wait to get into the server, um, so the server should be hopping. Um, Obviously, I can't guarantee that, but we'll see what happens. My mic does work in game, so I should be able to talk with people. Ooh, running through a swamp or two. Oops! I just get my feet drenched. Yeah, I did. Oh, actually, I didn't. Okay, that's good. Don't wanna drench our feet, folks. Don't wanna drench our feet. So based off of where we are, I think I know where we are, but I'll have to double check once we get there. Yeah, we're right outside of industrial Cherno. And what that means is we are close to a police station. There's an apple orchard nearby. We have that construction building, so we might go over to the construction building first. Hopefully, you don't have to worry about too much. Is the quality okay? Is there any issues or anything somebody thinks is problematic? Give me a quick second. I actually want to Ow! Ow! Hey, I'm nice.
What?
I'm nice.
Yeah, okay, we can team up if you want.
I don't know. I think we should just duke it out now. You started with a couple good punches. You ever play Skyrim?
No.
You never played Skyrim? Like the video game called Skyrim?
I don't know Skyrim.
Well, in Skyrim, there is a joke about a sweet roll. People like...
Skyrim!
Yeah. Here, take my sweet roll! Put him up! I'll fight you for my sweet roll! Oh, ouch. You punch very well. Oh, that was worth it. That was so worth it. I don't care who you are. That's funny right there. uh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was funny as hell. That was funny as hell. Oh. Alright, guys. So we already had some of our first content. That's awesome. I'm drinking a Red Bull today, so if I sound like I'm really, really wired, I probably am. All right. Well, hopefully we don't get into another fight. Should take that thing off. So if you double tap caps lock, you can actually keep your voice for the people to hear, which is actually kind of fun. But especially when you're like in a fight, because then like they can hear everything you're saying. You don't have to push the button down and get distracted and stuff. Yeah, that's a better shirt. So people are definitely more of the threat this time. I'll say that for another day. All right. So, how's everybody's day been so far? Ooh, I take those crackers. How's your how's your work been, Scott Dog? Did you get through all those stupid modules? Huh? Nice, nice. I have been okay. Okay. I it's gonna sound sappy, folks, and if you think it's sappy, I'm sorry you do. I was outside of a place today, doing some shopping, and I saw that someone called. So I went to look at the messages, and I, in my haste, clicked the message that I got from my stepmom when my father was dying in the hospital, and that hurt. That hurt a lot. Uh, but yeah, but yeah. Other than that, I've been okay. Got gas today. I bought some boxing hand wraps for my friend who wants to learn how to box. Um, that was cool. That's cool. I got a black and white version. I wanted to get a red hand wrap, and I but I couldn't find it. But I sent a picture to him, and I'm all like, "Which one do you like more, color wise?" He's all like, "Oh, I gotta go white. I gotta go white." Yeah, it is rough. Yeah, so I have the super dark opposite of white hand wrap. Nice, we got a sickle. Nice, nice. I gotta be playing the Darkest Dungeon. I saw that just pop up for me, buddy. You know, I actually always thought that would be a fun co-op game. I really did. Uh, hey, I have an MP3 of my dad's voicemail that he left me a few days before he passed away suddenly. That was 14 years ago. Yeah, thanks, guys. Thanks. I appreciate it. But yeah, yeah, I got a sickle now. But yeah, I'm thinking about it, like, how fun would it be if Darkest Dungeon allowed every player to control one person? Kind of like they do, like, on Divinity Original Sin. Like, the host gets to tell who controls who. I think that would be fun. I hope that comes to Darkest Dungeon too. If not, I might actually suggest it to him, like send him a feedback tracker going, "Hey guys, this would be awesome." I mean, even if it was like, even if I was in comms with you and we were playing, it would be fun to just tell you what to use as an ability or whatever for my character. Like, we all go over the characters that we chose, and then like you're all like, "Okay, it's your turn, Dumbgron." I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna use Rend or Dagger Swipe or whatever." It's still possible. What map is this? This is Shanaris. We're on official. We're on an official Shanaris map. First person only, by the way. And it's 1.19. It's not the experimental version right now. Official, what did you do to punish yourself? Well, unlike the rest of DayZ players, I don't buy into official is riddled with hackers. There are way too many official servers for that many hackers to exist. But official's fun. I love playing the vanilla base game by itself every now and then. Don't you guys? Don't get me wrong, I don't think it's as much as a challenge as some of the true hardcore ones out there, but you know what I mean. So Scott Dog, when does your how long do I got you for, huh? Oh, I didn't know Darkest Dungeon 2 came out. I thought we had a little bit longer time. Did you get like added to like a beta or something, Scott Dog? Alright, guys. Let's see if we can find some mushrooms. We do have to get some food. We are a little bit cold. Keeping my eyes peeled for any mushrooms. You know, I kind of wish they'd bring back the poisonous mushroom. Because, yeah. I always thought that was a pretty cool thing. Poisonous mushrooms. I'm not wrong. Once you learned what mushroom it was, you could spot it a mile away, but if you didn't know what it was, you didn't know what it was. Alright, let's go, 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 go. I think we're doing pretty well here. Food's going down. Let's go ahead and eat our pear. Or plum, sorry. Apparently, I don't know my own fruits. Is a plum technically a vegetable because it has a seed? Or is it has to have seeds to be a vegetable? Never 100% understood the difference. Because I know funny people are all like, tomatoes are not vegetables, but yet actually, if you like break them down or talk to like a true person who knows about these things, it is closer to a vegetable than actually a fruit. Not sure on a plum, but I did hear a strawberry is not a berry, but a banana is. So everything I've learned in life is a lie. Hey, there's a lot of lies in life. Like, I was told that if I consistently streamed and had an amazing personality, that I would become a great streamer. So either I was lied to, and that's not the truth, or one of those things is false when it comes to me. It's probably my award-winning personality just chases away all the people. Oh my gosh. I'm here to fix your pipes. Crush at someone's skulls in. You must be busted. Ooh. Mag. See, that's why you gotta look around, folks. You never know what you're gonna find. You're a great streamer. Numbers don't dictate good or bad, just how popular. I don't know. See, I might shoot myself in the foot saying this, but I know there are a lot of people out there who subscribe to that mentality, and it's not a bad mentality to have, I would say. However, I really need to still tell Streamlabs to calm the fuck down. I do want to say that in real life, your jobs, your performance matters, and your viewership and the amount of likes your video has, the amount of time people watch your videos, all of that adds up to a general performance review per video. So if I stream, let's say every day for a month, 4 hours a day, and I go and look at my past month, and it is dismal, literally no views, no shows of overall improvement, then I have to weigh out what kind of improvement was I looking for, and what is the threshold in which I think I'm doing poorly, or is just the normal fluctuation of general performance. Because in a real life job, you're not always performing every single month 100% every day of the month. Sometimes you fluctuate a little bit, right? A little bit up, a little bit down. So not only are you the worker, but you're also the manager. So at the end of every month, I look over my numbers and I go, "Hey, I had a 2% tip this month. Oh, okay. Well, that's not bad. Only negative 2% in my overall performance compared to last month. That's not bad. Awesome." And then you do that over and over again. However, if I had, like, let's say a 15% dip and compared to last month, then I'm doing something wrong. Something is not working in my favor. If the next month I have an increased dip, let's say it's 17%, I don't consider it an additional 2% from my last time. I consider an additional 2% on top of how bad I did last time. And if that trend keeps going, then it's actually a bad thing for me overall, because it shows maybe I'm not doing things the way I should be, or maybe I'm doing something wrong. So I know people like to say that you shouldn't look at views as your establishment of what you're worth, but when you start thinking of what you're doing as a job and trying to actually be good at what you do, you have to. If you want to treat this like a hobby and don't care about who views you or whatnot and just play video games, that is awesome. I totally support you. But you have to be logical thinking about people who are trying to make this into less of a hobby and more of a side hustle or a secondary income. And that's where I think that statement of, you know, the viewers and the other numbers don't dictate how good of a streamer you are is where I think is false. But that's my take on it. I'm also a very grumpy asshole, so I look over everything with a fine comb tooth. Maybe I'll make a video about that. Like, I know people would probably hate on me going, well, you're not a big time streamer, so how would you know? But, like, Yep. And see, I know a lot of variety streamers who stream multiple games. But what they do is they stream it so they play one game for a certain amount of time and then they switch it up to another game. They don't just stay to one game permanently, which I actually want to do on Twitch. On YouTube, I'm happy doing it the way I like. Okay, we got a IJ70 and we have an extra mag for it. That is awesome, guys. So now we have a weapon, and we now have 2 mags for it. A pistol and 2 mags. And again, I'm not trying to say that if you don't have a lot of viewers, you're a bad streamer. I'm just saying that people establish their worth based off of what they, I guess, performance review themselves on. So I think sometimes I could do better. Actually, I think a lot of times I can do better, and I aim to do better. Because, like, I used to, and this is a while ago, by the way, I was posting on my Twitch, and I posted more inquisitively, trying to ask people about, like, kind of tips they have for viewership. And I was getting kind of that response, which was, "Oh, you're a good streamer. Don't worry about your numbers. Who cares about your numbers?" But that's an interesting thing for someone to say when they're pulling high numbers themselves. Because, like, they tell you don't look at your numbers while you're streaming. And I actually think that advice is good. However, what they don't tell you, and what I think they should tell you, is that they go and do look at their numbers after they get done streaming. Because in stream, the stream summary can actually tell you when your players went up and when your players dipped. I mean, when your viewers went up and when your viewers dipped. And if you go off that basic knowledge, you can then start to put together what you were doing at that time in the video. You can go look at that video on Twitch and be all like, "Hey, I actually did this. I made this terrible joke. I made this edgy joke or whatever," right? And when you do stuff like that, you could then start to, over time, change your overall how you handle things in stream to better yourself and thus better your stream. So I guarantee you, the people who say don't look at numbers and they actually have like an okay following, do look at their numbers. They just don't talk. They just don't do it while they're actively streaming. Like right now, I'm not actively looking at my numbers, but when I get done with this, I'm gonna look at the overall play. Like on Twitch, is view numbers or engagement more important? I would say your so you want to have people watching your stream, right? However, when people are just watching your stream, sometimes they're not talking, which can lead to poor engagement. So what I suggest to people is you want to have the viewers, but you also want to be trying to engage them to get them to engage back. Ask questions like I do. How was your day? And then Scott Dog asked me how my day was. I talked about my day partially, and I did bring up my father, although that was not intentional. I did get responses about them with you guys sympathizing with me in your own regard as well, your own problems, as well as some of the things that you guys still do. Now that wasn't on purpose, but you can do that on your streams. I can be like, "How was everyone's day? Mine was okay," and then I get people telling me about it. I'm being honest about my day. I'm not lying about it. I'm just asking inquisitive questions, and then I get responses. I could be all like, "Oh, this is really cool. I don't really care about, I don't know, that I have to eat dog food. Would you guys eat dog food in a survival experience?" And I might get responses on that. So the more you try to engage your audience that is viewing you, the better. But you have to have viewers to be able to engage them. If you don't have viewers, then you're not going to engage anybody. So, long story short, viewers and engagement are tied together. They are one and two sides of the same coin. Or yeah, I think that's the proper way of saying it. Aha, see right there. You say, bro, life or death, I'm eating anything that doesn't kill me. Exactly. So yeah, I would say viewers are more important than engagement, but only by a slim percentage. Like a slim percentage. Like maybe not, maybe even less than like 2.5% or something. K12 with a round in it, some canned tuna. Fuck yeah. We don't need the pipe wrench anymore. All right, guys. I think we're doing okay. Don't email water right now. And we're leaving this town. We're gonna keep heading further inland. Now that I got some weaponry, I think I'm gonna be a little bit more cautious. I think we're gonna take this trail. The guy feels like he's like kind of jittering. If we find a small stone, we'll take it. I do have advice. That is always my advice. Always carry a small stone on you, especially since the update where they made it so you can smash small stones and get a against static boulders and get a stone knife. I strongly believe carrying a small stone on you is amazing for your character's future. It's essential to survival. Should have cut up some clothing to make some rag gloves. Stop here for a quick second. I wouldn't watch a streamer if they had 600 people watching. I'm happy watching with like 20 or less. That's why I watch Scott Dog. But I have a big time social anxiety even in online settings. You know what I probably would do? And this may kind of sound a little bit silly or weird to other people. I think if I ever started streaming to more than like, well, all right, let me put it this way: if my chat messages per minute was like over like 10 or 15, I would actually try to recruit somebody to actually sit on streams with me and read out messages to me as well as to the chat, and then I could respond to them. and they could say hi to people or slightly chat a little bit, but make it more of a interacting with the chat and less of a if I don't read your message, I can't see your message. Kind of like what the DayZ stream team has done a little bit, where like one of them is playing and enjoying the game, and they're like talking to each other a little bit. But the other one is kind of more dedicated to like reading the chat and responding to them. Um, so like that'd be kind of cool. Like have like I don't know, let's call say Dave in Discord with me or whatever, and he'd be all like, "Oh yeah, Dumpgraw, 3030T, 330T says that if it was a survival situation, he'd be anything that didn't kill him," and I'd be all like, "Oh yeah, that's awesome, man." But like my the person with me could either read the messages to me or like respond to them themselves about what they think if I didn't get a chance to read it back. Um, because it's different if like I'm in a gunfight and I can't respond, but it's also and then on the other hand, if I don't respond because your message gets completely buried, that kind of sucks for you. So it'd be cool to have somebody to like help me actually take care of reading the messages and responding to them. But that's if I had like, more than 10 messages every minute. I'm gonna start working on AI that can read messages and respond to them as me when I blow up and become huge on Twitch. Hey, you never know, man. You might become huge on Twitch. I might become huge on Twitch, YouTube. Babies are us. I don't know. I don't know if there's something called Babies R Us. Ever since Toys R Us went out, I don't think there's a Babies R Us anymore. If you're teasing me because I'm not playing on Twitch, I totally get it. I went to this pizza place called Pizza Twist, and they made a tiki masala pizza. Found out Toys R Us is still in Canada. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. It's kind of like there's still a Blockbuster branch somewhere in the United States or something like that. I think down in Oregon, I believe. But yeah, I actually read about why Toys R Us went under. It wasn't because of their sales. It wasn't because they didn't adapt. It was something entirely different, which is crazy to think it's happened to actually quite a few other industry giants in the past. I'm going to lay down right here for a second. Well, so it kind of is like blah, blah, blah. Some forms of capitalism are bad. I say that because people are probably going to say that. But, so there is a way for these hedge funds, or these, I forget what they're called 100%, but they're these forms of kind of like a company, but they're more made to help they say they're meant to make investments. But what they did with Toys R Us is they bought Toys R Us to save Toys R Us from going bankrupt. Well, Toys R Us technically wasn't going bankrupt. Toys R Us was just struggling a little bit, but they were on the uptick. People were starting to buy toys again. Things were starting to get better. Then a company bought them out. The problem is the company bought them out, or saved them technically from their supposed thing because the investors sold Toys R Us to this hedge fund. Well, this hedge fund didn't actually save Toys R Us. They more or less gave Toys R Us a loan. And because of that loan, that hedge fund, or whatever it was called, I think it was a hedge fund, could charge whatever they wanted interest-wise. And because the interest of that loan was so freaking high, Toys R Us was never able to actually pay it off because every year that they still had the loan, it became bigger and bigger and bigger. So essentially, what ended up happening is Toys R Us ended up being pretty much dismantled because they couldn't afford to pay back a loan. And all of Toys R Us's assets and all the other things that were part of them went to this hedge fund because technically they owned or they Toys R Us owed them owed them the money. Now that's a really really rough and bare basic breakdown of it, but it's happened to other corporations in the past, and Toys R Us was just one of the victims. Um, but yeah, it's really interesting. Listen, I'm reading about this stuff. Uh-oh. Now, yeah, go up in the tree. Now, now. Whew. Now, I'm pretty sure I didn't get all the facts right, but you know, whatever. All right. There could be people here. Let's switch to our AJ. Some shotgun shells, nice. I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but your character holds the IJ the same as other guns, but like it takes quite a bit for me to I have to get really close. I love the IJ for close quarters combat. It's not very lethal, but one headshot and I win. We might just skip this town. I do have some food on me, so I don't think we need to worry about going through that town right now. Like, I really feels like he's a little bit clunky. I did see a mount backpack, but you know, whatever. All right, let's chow down a bit. I haven't seen anybody else since our first encounter with the punchy punch guy, but doesn't mean there aren't people around. All right. Now, here's a question: should I go to because along this road, I believe is going to be eventually the road to the place to Gorka. Should I go to Gorka right away, or should I skip, not go to Gorka and go straight west, from here, and hit like the town just below Vybor, and then go to northwest? Or should I not go to northwest at all? Maybe I should go to the Mishkino tents, or maybe I should go to, you know, maybe the southwest evac point. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Go with let's go with some better shades. That way the sun isn't so bright in our eyes. So the sun is about southwest of us. Yeah, it's southwest of us. I really should carry my gun on me. I'm gonna switch out my mag for the larger mag. I'll get more shots on it. How fun would it be if they actually made it so we can drive tractors? I'd be all over that. All right, let's go. All right. Has anybody ever actually stuck around these hunter blind gone into one of these hunter blinds and actually used it to hunt? I know I have. Their placement kind of sucks. I mean, I'm not saying that they're terrible placement, but most animals when they spawn nearby don't spawn nearby enough to eventually cross paths here. But this one is actually one of the better ones. That's the gas station to Gorka, by the way. So Gorka is just around this, over this hill. Gorka used to be a really big PvP place. Lots of PvP in Gorka in 0.62. Can't say I partook a lot of it, but yeah. I feel like hunting stands are great places to get killed at. Yeah, they are. Maybe that's the whole idea of them. If I have any New Dawn players here, this is where the New Dawn sword was placed after the wipe. Yeah, like I think a couple months after we wiped New Dawn, I placed the skull here and I put the New Dawn sword in it, and this is the second location that it was placed. So if anybody was ever curious where the sword was found the second time, that's where someone found it. That was a lot of fun to have lore-wise for our server. Oh, I saw somebody running. My effects volume was really, really low. There we go. Now you guys can hear now. Sorry about that. Shots. Let's go get into a firefight, guys. Is that the PlayStation? Damn! I hope he passed out too. Ah, fuck. Ah, I shot his side aside. I shot like you can't see me, but you see that? You see that? It was like, oh, he's probably hurting. He's probably hurting. Oh man. Oh, that was awesome getting that shot. That was awesome getting that shot. I need to actually make sure I stop the intro video there. So I'm gonna go and take a 5 minute break, and then when I come back, we're going to respawn and keep playing more. Okay, guys? Alright, guys. I am back. And we are ready to go again. Hopefully my camera freaking work. There we go. Well, you know, like to say, you can't always win them all. Alright. Fishing Dock, Broken Hotel. We're just east of Cherno. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to flip it over to our live stream now so you guys no longer have to look at my ugly mug. Yay. My friend, 330T actually sent me a clip of it. And yeah, I clipped that guy's entire, like, left-hand side where, like, next to his hip. So, like, that guy's gonna need some hip surgery eventually one day. I guarantee it. And you in the clip, you see me actually go to pull out my Makarov. Like, I was, like, a second away from pulling it, but, like, that guy got me with two shotgun shots. And I only had one, but I hope he bled out. Because I bled out real quick. Like, I'm not sure if he died, but yeah. That would have been cool if he did. Would give me some validation of my efforts. But chances are he probably didn't die. It looked like he was, it looked like I clipped him a little bit too much. Or a little bit too little, my bad. How am I doing, yeah, I'm doing good stream statistics-wise. What's the deal with those truffs in the middle of the woods? What are they supposed to be? Truffs? What's a truff? Let me look that up. Truff. It says something about Bell Labs? I don't know. Hello. So you can live up here? Oh. I don't know. Maybe they allow their, oh, troughs. Oh, okay. Or a trout. It's a T-R-O-U-G-H in America. Feel like a feeding trout. I know where I grew up in the country, and there were some, there were farmers who had acres upon acres of, land, and they would go and put food in the feeding troughs out in the middle of nowhere or whatever, with like a Range Rover or whatever they had, you know, ATV or whatever. But they would allow their cattle and all that kind of stuff to pretty much wander around. And then when it came time to essentially bring in the harvest, they would. So maybe that's what they were doing here. peaches, nice. Let's go. Alright, we're going to be going to the Balota airfield, guys. Chances are we'll probably get killed. I know you used to be able to drink from the ones with water inside of them, but they removed that, I believe. Good thing about Balota airfield is it has a town right next to it, so it should be pretty easy to get it. I'm gonna eat my apple. Hope you guys enjoy my eating sounds. I'm gonna smack my lips. Ah. I need to see who's subscribed because I feel bad if I don't say thank you to them. Ah! Lake of Us Paradise, thank you very much for the subscribe. I appreciate it. We're just around the corner from Balota. Woohoo! Yeah, 330T. I'm definitely gonna make like a short of that. Thank you for doing that clip for me, though. I'm gonna make a short being like, oh, shit. Just like, you know, being super, like, dramatic. Because I made that guy have to, in the future, he's gonna have to have, hip surgery if, you know, we ever go back to some semblance of a society. And look, it's the Three Stooges and their new member. Oh, he got out of the picture. Should have gone for the leg. Yeah, I should have. I am happy they redid the Hummers. Like the static Rex. I'm playing official. I am on server DE 1297, so 1297. DE 1297. Ballsy? I'm okay with it. Nobody's gonna see me in here. Just open it. Yeah, I always thought it'd be cool to, where is it? I'll talk about it if I see it. I just don't think I see it. Oh yeah, it's this one up here. So this one right here. So how cool would it be if these guys could be turned into storage containers? Like, you know, just like, there's like an entire cavity in there that I could easily stash stuff. I think it'd be fun to make these kind of like possible storage containers. Of course, anyone could access it, but how many people do you think would run around looking at all of those? I don't think many. It'd just be like a secret update. Like, they wouldn't tell anybody about it. Alright. Always wondered how zombies took out armored vehicles. Crap. Now. 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 I got an achievement. Nice. What achievement did I just get? Oh, you guys won't be able to see it. Laser-eyed Zeds. I was gonna say, now I'm not trying to say Hollywood gets this right. However, there is a lot of chaos in things, and the interesting thing is, so we don't know a lot about DayZ lore, right? But one of the things we do know is that only 1% of the population was immune. So I kind of wonder if maybe what happened with these with this stuff is that it's not necessarily the tanks and the other things like got destroyed, but what if they got into collisions, crashes? What if people started to like scrap them and stuff like that? Like, and then what if the government, obviously thinking that they had it under control, decided to start blowing up their own military compromised assets to make it so they can't be used against the military. Because, like, if a large portion of the human race is only immune, then you don't want rebels trying to take out your military places and stuff. So you actually might start wasting your military assets just to protect yourself long term. And we have no actual proof that the infection took everyone out within hours of it happening. If anything, it could have been a slow progression, right? It could have been people over time started to show signs and become ravaged beasts. So it also means that there could be a high level of aggression that came from the people who eventually became what we see now. Because lore-wise, from what I know, these people are infected with a form of rabies. And if you've ever seen a dog get rabies, it's a very brutal process on them, by the way. Absolutely tears them up. But they get more and more vicious over time. It's just not a flick of a switch. So it could be that people who were using these military vehicles and all that kind of stuff started to become highly agitated and more aggressive, which caused them to have different problems. And in the heat of a battle, I could see people actually, like, giving into these irrational rages and all that kind of stuff. Kind of like a steroid rage or whatever you could call it. Where all they want to do is smash, break, or bust things. And when you have a tank or a small, like, military personnel vehicle, you have a lot of strength and power on you. So it could explain it. Again, I'm not 100% sure it does, but that's my thoughts. Hey guys, you want to play some DayZ on DayZ? I wouldn't mind playing some DayZ on DayZ. The apple bottom jeans. I always thought this would be a cool fireplace. This place is pretty picked pretty clean, but looks like there is some nice stuff still here. I usually don't climb the ladder, I just jump. Alright, let's go into town after we loot this tent, and then it'll be good. SKS mag. Bunch of those. Let's take 2. We don't need more than 2. Let's get out of here. Didn't find a whole lot, but that's okay. I don't mind Belota being less stuff. And see you, 330T. See ya, see ya, see ya. Need to find some food and a possible weaponry. May not find much here, so we're gonna loot till we get to the crossing there, and then we're gonna go up into the hills. Seed packet, that's nice. Favorite DayZ creator at the moment? I don't really watch many DayZ creators, but I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Let me think about who do I think is actually making okay videos nowadays. Honestly, I'm kind of a Wobo lover, but because his videos are more about the science of DayZ and less about personal opinions. However, if I wanted to focus on someone other than Wobo, I might go for somebody like Always Streams, or maybe like, who else would I go for? Who else would I consider to be entertaining? My friend, actually, I know who it is. There's a person I like to watch, and his name is Persian Pistachio. He plays Nomolska mainly, but he also plays official DayZ every now and then. And he is just so much fun to listen to and talk with. He uploads videos, but his name is Persian Pistachio, and I really enjoy him overall. He's just a very nice person. Let me see if I can find his YouTube real quick. There he is. Boom, that's Persian Pistachio. Super nice guy. Just lots of laughs, and he plays DayZ to be a hard game, not an easy game. And that's kind of what I really like about him. Like I said, we're gonna go up into the hills. We're not gonna... Well, we could loot this town. We could just keep heading along the coast. Not sure how many people will actually follow us, follow along the coast. Actually, it might be a good idea. kind of looking for vegetables right now, or fruits right now. Hopefully we'll find some. But if not, I'm okay with it. Yeah, not many infected around here right now, so a little bit paranoid. Like that rope. Going to the woods here. Go into the woods. Alright. Have you tried out that Intense server? Yeah, I actually played it a while ago. I think they just wiped their EU server today. I enjoy it. It was fun. I know my chat bot is spamming chat. Bad chat. Bad. They are tomato. 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 Alright. Don't see any mushrooms yet, but that's okay. We'll find some soon. Okay. How are we doing here? How are we doing? There's some houses here. We'll loot these up real quick. Head out. Looks like the sun's about to set. I think the server restarts here in like half an hour or something. Not that far off from another town. Possible unfriendly. Yeah. Nothing on you. Hey. Let's see how we're doing. You know, I have a lot of junk in that trunk. Sorry, bad puns, but I love them. Slugs. One slug. I need a better jacket. Do need water though. I was hoping by now to find a water bottle or something. I believe there's a well in this town. We'll go over there first. We do need a melee weapon. Let's see. I think the well is next to the police station. Well, the fact that they're infected here makes me hopefully okay with them. Hopefully there aren't unfriendlies in here. That vest. I already have a capacity vest, but normally I would take those. Stab vests are great against the infected. Silver slugs, I'll take them. Don't really need them right now, but I'll still take them. I always check the roof. In 0.62, they actually used to have stuff on the roof. And occasionally you'll find stuff on the roof now, but it's a lot more rare. At least I think it is. Hi, holy milk! Where's that will? Now! I thought there was a well in this town. Goats are always nice on official servers. It does rain quite a bit. I swear to God there was a well in this town. Maybe I just forgot where it was. Oh yeah. I think I know where it is. It's over here. Over here. Yeah, there it is. Come here, Fisher boy. Huh? Let's get some water going. Maybe there'll be some food in the restaurant. Always have your head on the swivel. Ooh, a Derringer. Empty. Okay, well, we'll keep it just in case we find some 45 ACP. I think I have only 9x19 right now. Oh. You heard me. No. I thought there was somebody else here. Nope, just me. Me and my doopy ass. I think we'll drink until I'm full, and then we'll head out. Wasn't necessarily full, but that's okay. For ourselves a gun. Now, I know it's a rubber slug, but you know what? It's better than nothing right now. We'll take the paper too, in case we need to. Pants. Now, I wonder if they'll ever consider putting a chem light slot on the vest itself. Like, how cool would it be if you could, like, hang chem light, like 4 chem lights from the vest? They hung just like grenades. I actually might submit that to the feedback tracker. Another BK-14. Nothing in it though. Hopefully it's not too dark for you guys. Looks like my cat just woke up. Okay. Okay. It's storming outside my window. Storming so hard. Right? The guy's not hungry. Nothing in here. Nothing in here. Trying to lose health because I'm so hungry. Better rectify this fast. I actually haven't heard a chicken for a while. That's funny. Hey, Death's Door. How you doing? Fair to Midland, my man. Oh, that's good. That's good. We're just on an official server trying to survive with a higher population. You can always check that. Let's see here. Yeah, it's still a high population. Yeah. What are you up to, Death's Door? Have you come here to take my character's life? If he keeps starving like this, he might be at death's door sooner or later. Well, that's cool. Well, glad you're my biggest fan. Hopefully you have other things you're a fan of, but I'm happy to have you here. Ooh, a hunting scope. I'll take that. Like, hopefully you watch other people's, more or less what I mean. We are near Pavlovo military base. However, since toxic zones were introduced, I can't go there without any NBC gear. No. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Be something inside here. Looking for some possible, like a sickle or something like that. Because I think I have 2 cans of peaches. However, I don't want to cut them open because they'll waste quite a bit of it. Because I only have the plumber's a pipe wrench, which amazingly enough does not open cans very well. And when I say amazingly enough, you know what I mean. Here's the impasse. Now, we are going to go to Bor. If you guys don't know, Bor is one of my most favorite villages in all of Shinaris. Scenically, I love it, as well as strategically, I do. As soon as your life starts depleting, I would eat them peaches, bro. Oh, I know. I know. Beanie. I like beanies. Sometimes you get lucky. Find a can opener or 2. Water bottle. Need that. Server restart in 15 minutes. Garden lime. If I had any pelts, I would open it. I mean, I would make some leather. How many hours do I have roughly in the game playing? If I were to remove my hours modding, I probably have 6,000 hours playing. Very nice. Very nice. Now, my DayZ Tools, which is a separate statistic, is over 9,000 hours. So my DayZ itself, if I don't minus any hours, is 14,128 hours total. And my DayZ Tools is 9,355 hours. But I can't minus one from the other and say that's how much I spend in each one, because technically, my tools are up. I would have tools up even when I was playing normally, and that's because sometimes I had to do like emergency testing and fixing when I was running a server. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. I really wish it'd be cool if like somehow like if the DayZ tools up and were up, it would track it completely separately. But like I could switch to like modding mode or something, and like then I could actually truly track how many hours I spent modding versus playing the game. But yeah, I believe it's around the 6,000 hour range is about how many hours I've spent actually playing the game. And the server shut down. Servers don't take too long to come back up. Be back in the game anytime. Nope. Just gotta wait a little bit. Wee. Be all like, this is Peter to the Star Trek Enterprise. I need to be beamed up. Welcome back to the Enterprise. Yeah, sure, Death Store. Yeah, sure. Alright. Click play. There we go. We should be joining here in a second. Alright, we're 7 in queue. Nice. It's like a special, like, background scene situation. I know my friend David Forge made it so the Genesis PC servers have it. It's just kind of this weird capture, because the backgrounds of that thing actually technically is moving footage or the footage of whatever. So all they did is pretty much said, "Hey, this is what we want to play, and this is the background it will have," and that's kind of how they did it. I don't know how to set it up as a modder, but it's definitely a really cool modded situation. All right, we're gonna switch back from our just chatting to our thing. I'm not sure if this will switch it back to daytime. No, it didn't. But yeah, there's no sense in going back. The way the central loot economy works is even then it won't respawn the loot. You have to get away a little ways away. We're heading to Boar right now. Not to be a bore. Sorry. That was an artillery strike. Startled me a little bit. My guy's a little bit cold now. Must be midnight. Oh, that's not midnight, but it's definitely going to be daytime probably within like 10-15 minutes. Based off of where the sun is. Yeah, that was the Pavlovo military base being attacked with toxin. Getting close to Boar, I believe. Yeah, it's just up here. You know, Streamlabs, you can calm down. It's okay. We are. This is my most favorite town. There's a radio tower up on the hill here. Boar. It's kind of nestled. Radio towers. Just up there somewhere. I hear a chicken. Duct tape. Come on, give me like a steak knife or something. Pickaxe will do. Wasn't much better than the pipe wrench, which kind of sucks. But there's a chicken nearby, which is good. But whatever. So what we'll do is we'll go back to the house. We'll tear it up. We'll make some cloth things. Then we'll kill the chicken. We'll eat the chicken. tell me about this, guys. Do you think it would be a good choice for the devs to make it so every time you cut something up with butchered an animal with the white gloves on, the white gloves became bloodied? It's like, I find me crafting improvised hand wraps to get away from bloody hands. It's a clever choice. True. True. Yeah, I guess you're right. I honestly would rather see them, make vehicles take damage from running over infected and other animals before I would want that. Not many backpacks, have I? Ah! Wow. Talk about that luck. I bitch about it, so I get it. We'll find the chicken in the light. What's your 3 favorite maps? Chernaris. Namalsk is a good contender, but I don't think I will consider it one of my top 3. Deer Isle's very fun. This question's hard for me. I don't play a lot of modded maps. Like, I just don't. I get why some people do, but then again, like, I don't. See, I like Deer Isle because Deer Isle is a highly complex system. System overall. And while it can't be frustrating, it also is super cool. It's a wolf belt. Ooh. The shame I don't have any more garden lime. But I can. Oh, pumpkins. Can't grow these. Right. Don't need to water them. We'll take the paper. Or... Core, yep. I remember when they added that in. It was semi kind of like unwanted by myself and our community. Now that we have it, I can't live without it, but I remember us being kind of on the fence about it. Well, like most things in DayZ, you either adapt or you die. In this case, we chose to adapt. One thing I think a lot of people have trouble with is the DayZ game is a game that has been adapting and becoming its own thing over time. Whether or not it's for the better or for the worse is up to debate, but it is becoming better for itself, as well as I think it's becoming better for the players. Can't say that it's 100% better, but I'm not going to deny that they're not making good strides. Just having trouble really navigating. Moonlight is a blessing most times. Scared me, actually. Scared me bad. I think I just heard 3. Oh, just 1. Got a lot of chirping noises, didn't she? How cool does this place look without... Oh, look at that. Look at that. I think that's a beautiful picture for my next stream. Take a picture of that. Right. Those icons back up. not sure where to go right now. Yeah, I think we're gonna head back into town.